Good morning, everybody. Happy Thursday. I am Nancy Quinn, interior design business coach and body language trainer, and I am here with my associate coach, Lesley Myrick. Welcome, Lesley. How are you today?
Good morning. I'm doing good. I see we both have like our athleisure on. We're getting comfy, diving into work today.
I know. I was like, I better look in the mirror. Wait, I gotta go live today. I better put a little face makeup on. But yes, I'm casual today, just back from my walk, and it's a little chilly in the house.
And even though my daughter does not like my outfit and made that very clear this morning. She's like, Mom, I don't like what you're wearing. I was like, I do. She's like, no, it's not good. I was like, okay, thank you for your input.
Oh, yes. I used to get that from my kids as well when they were growing up, like, you're wearing that? I'm like, yeah, I am. Thanks for your opinion.
Yes, thanks for your unsolicited opinion.
Exactly. So, all right, today we want to talk about how to get featured in magazines as an interior designer. In 2025, was ways, and now there's new ways popping up. So we want to make sure everyone's ready for 2026. Yes, it's October 16th, and we are starting to talk about planning for 2026. I am talking about it with our clients, talking about it with my staff, because if you're not planning for 2026 now, I will say it this way: your business will run you instead of you running your business. Okay, so planning does not mean that it always happens exactly the way you planned.
Yeah.
Right? The beginning of the planning meeting for my company is always go over last year's plan. When we had our planning meeting in October, how much did we actually do? How many things did I change my mind on? How many new things popped up? That's all normal for everyone to know.
Yep.
So make sure you're planning for 2026, and hopefully you're planning on getting featured in some magazines, which this live can help you do. Why do you want to get featured in magazines? Well, it's, fun to show it on your social media, but it also gives you that credibility that some clients need, that, oh, she's been published. He's been in different magazines. So they must really be expert and know what they're doing. So it kind of gives you that, ability to raise your rates, ability to hold your rates, stand in your power as an interior designer. It's a confidence builder. What does it do for you, Lesley, when you get published?
It is. I will tell you, it does not directly bring clients. I want to make that clear. People have this idea that you get something published and suddenly your phone's ringing off the hook and you are swamped because you're this famous, amazing designer. You are an amazing designer. I don't doubt that. But generally, press and publicity does not directly lead to revenue. That being said, what it does is strengthen your SEO and your AEO, which is the new what does the A stand for? It's when ChatGPT finds you.
It's the AI SEO.
Yeah, exactly. So those backlinks from other trusted sources pointing back to you are super valuable for new clients to find you. It positions you as an expert. It's not you saying, hey, I do great work. It's House Beautiful, Architectural Digest, Elle Decor saying, this designer is legit. She's included in our article in whatever capacity.
Yes.
It really is a confidence builder. It is not overnight success, but it is something you can stand behind and say, yes, we are expensive. We have experience. We are experts. We are credible. Major publications have said so. Right. So it really does. It elevates your whole brand when you are published, whether it's a mention in an online article, whether it's a full spread of your project in a print magazine. Those are both valuable.
Yeah, it's the perception that your process is such that the client's going to get the end result that they want for the money they're making. It's just whenever you are shouted out by someone other than yourself, it makes people happy, right? They relate to that. So sometimes we have to pay for publicity, which I have never done, and I would rather nobody ever do that. But there are outlets that allow you to submit to reporters, writers, article contributors, and why don't you tell them a little bit about that?
Yeah. So let me start with the question first. So we're talking about this topic today because we got a question from a designer and he said, how do I get my projects published? I see so many designers with big name logos on their websites and I want to know their secrets. I think my work is strong, but I'm not getting any responses when I pitch editors. Okay. And yes, the first answer I have for that is what you said, Nancy. Getting published is not just about project features. Think about how many submissions those magazines must get. And the relationships that are built and what it actually, I mean, the odds of you, not saying you can't, but the odds of you getting a national publication of here is Lesley Myrick's project are very, very slim. But the other way to get those logos, to get mentions, to get published is by contributing to an article as a design expert.
Right, an expert contribution. So we've gotten things as simple as, can you give some advice to homeowners who want an open floor plan, like how they can set up their living room and kitchen combo, or how an apartment can be optimized for storage, or what's your favorite white this year, right? We get all the time requests from reporters, and we go to sites that we're going to talk about next, asking for a reporter's writing an article, and they need information. They need experts. They need someone to quote. So like Lesley said, it's not just about getting your whole job or whole home project published. It could just be Lesley Myrick, expert interior designer in Georgia, says the following. And that mention in that article is something that you can link back to. And every time you're mentioned,
use that logo on your website, on your social media. You have been published. And I want to reiterate that, yes, there's incredible value in being printed in a glossy, beautiful magazine, but online publications, I don't know if you know this, the internet's kind of a big deal right now. People read those and they matter. So yes, getting published online, quoted as an expert, I think is incredibly valuable as well. Keep trying for the big publications. And we do have a couple tips on that, but don't shy away from this idea of connecting with reporters, journalists, helping them, providing great answers, really well-written sound bites that are on brand for you and for the publication, and getting your name out there online in the design world.
Definitely. So yeah, you're right. We're talking about two different things. One is having an expert contributor to a journalist's article about interior design. And the other one is getting your entire project published in a magazine, right? So let's talk first about if the number one thing they have to do if they want their own work published in a magazine: photography.
Professional photography with someone who knows and understands editorial photography. This is not the real estate photographer who's zooming through with a wide angle lens and all the lights on. Editorial is a very different animal when it comes to interior photography. So if you are investing in that, please ensure you're hiring someone that specifically knows and understands the nuances of like high-end editorial interior photography.
Which we will tell you right away, it's going to cost you a lot of money, because that's what professional editorial photographers charge. But I'll give you an example. We have a client currently in our elite program. She's using one of her employees who does great photography for her jobs, but now she's getting to the level like her employee does take beautiful photos, and they actually were, most of them, very good for her website, passable. But when it came to starting to submit for journalists and publications, we thought, no, she needs somebody who really has an eye for the details. So we recommended that she now raise herself up to a higher level editorial photographer. And how do you do that? You have to earn enough money in your business to do that. You have to keep enough money in your business to accumulate to be able to afford that. So charging properly, assuming that this is going to be an expense for every single full service job, should be just part of your business model.
Yeah.
If it's not, you're making a mistake because you're not giving yourself the assets you're going to need to attract more clients. Right. So, all right. So let's start giving them now if you want to just be an expert contributor to journalists who are writing articles about interior design, let's give them some solid, specific sites they can go to.
There are free resources for this, which is amazing because the journalists need us. They have articles due constantly to keep up with the demand of the websites they write for. And I have found when it comes to wanting to get published in AD or Domino, it's not the high up editors on the masthead you want to connect with. It's the freelance writers who are hustling to write these amazing articles. So there are 3 tools that Nancy and I recommend using to look for publication opportunities. The first is called SOS, Source of Sources. This used to be Harrow, if you've ever heard of them, Help a Reporter Out. So they send daily emails. You respond directly to the journalist, answer their questions, easy peasy. I'm finding though, there's fewer design inquiries on that one lately. I feel like things are shifting a little bit. The platform that's really, really bringing great press opportunities like House Beautiful, AD, like the big name ones.
Yeah, I just got one just now, and it's for apartment therapy.
Yeah, and that's a great one too, is
Yeah.
quoted.com. It's QWOTED. You can have a free account on there. You get, I think you can only pitch 2 a month, but start there. Don't pay for an account yet until you get some traction and learn it. I'm still on the free account myself, but you can pick the 2 best ones a month, answer the questions beautifully, throw your hat in the ring. And there's a lot of design related inquiries on Quoted right now. Mm-hmm. And then the third one is featured.com. I'm not finding as many on that site, but it's still a great one to build a profile on and keep an eye on potential publication opportunities. The thing with this, I want to mention, you got to act fast. This isn't something you can just batch and do once a week. This is a great task for an assistant, if you have one, a VA, to review these opportunities daily, because often the submission deadlines, it might be 2 or 3 days. It might be 6 hours from when the email goes out. Like, this is tight. So it's something that does need a lot of love and attention, and it has to be part of your system. You have to do this consistently for it to work.
You really do. I mean, that's part of why we feed these leads for publication to our elite group and to our one-on-ones, because they need to and should be. Once you're trying to grow your business to another level, you should really be actively trying to get backlinks to other sites. And getting published is a backlink, and it's in an article. It's searchable, and it gives you street creds like you cannot believe. So go and get Quoted, QWOTED.com. Sign up for a free account, start checking it out, and start getting yourself ready and learning. And we teach this in the academy, but learning how to pitch yourself properly. You don't want to say too much. You just want to give the reporter what they're looking for, the journalist what they're looking for, clear, concise, easy for them to absorb, so they can say yay or nay. And guess what? They don't always tell you if you get published. You're just going to show up on the internet. So my last tip is make sure you have a Google alert on your name and on your company name. So if you show up in an article, right? This happened to me. I get an alert that I'm named one of the top 15 business coaches in New York 2 or 3 years ago.
You had no idea.
I had no idea. I was like, wow, that's an honor. And I was like, no one even told me that I was chosen for that. So yeah, that type of thing can be picked up by a Google alert. So I would say, make sure you have your Google alerts, start getting Quoted, SOS. There was one other, featured.com you mentioned.
Yeah. And
check out to see. Lesley and I look to see how much it costs monthly to be able to submit more than 2 a month. And it's a little pricey for most interior designers, I'd say. But I look at it like, if you have a really slow month and you have time to pitch, get an account with Quoted for 1 month. Pitch every interior design that comes in that you're able to. And maybe you'd grab 2 or 3 in 1 month, and then you could reduce your subscription down to free again. So if you have time, those are the kinds of things you can do to kind of play around with your ability to pitch and get published. It's a good practice month if you have the opportunity, right? Okay, did we miss anything?
There was one tiny tip I wanted to throw in, because Jeffrey's question was more specifically about getting his own projects published. Okay. And this is that next level above professional photography, but consider hiring a professional photo stylist to really take your pictures to the next level. I actually used to be an in-house art director and photo stylist for a home retailer. And it is wild how different things read in an interior on camera than they do the eye in real life. And when you have someone that knows that knows accessories, that knows proportion and scale, can do a lot of the legwork, and really understands what these publications are looking for when it comes to styling and storytelling, that's going to give you such a leg up over someone just photographing their beautiful room. So not for everyone, but something to consider if you're elevating, if you are really looking to take publication seriously, you got to bring your A game with an amazing professional photographer and a photo stylist as well.
And you know what? These people have connections too, I want to mention. So often your photographer and your stylist have connections with journalists, and
Yes.
they can pitch your job as well to someone they know. But either way, you should make sure you're putting this as part of your weekly, monthly CEO level responsibilities, to be checking these outlets to see if you can get published, because it's really going to help you with your search engine optimization and with the new term, whatever it's called, for AI optimization. AEO?
Instead of SEO.
Oh, it's AI engine optimization. It's artificial engine optimization or something like that. What does it stand for?
Googling it. I
Anyway,
don't know.
while Lesley looks that up, I want everyone to know that behind all my coaching and Lesley's coaching are basically a library of lessons. We call them our essential lessons. And in our marketing section, we actually have a lot of lessons, or a few lessons, on getting published, how to create and market your best portfolio images and projects, writing emails that get results, and how to do this so that you can get published on a regular basis is all in our essentials, which a lot of people don't know that we sell our essential lessons without a full coaching package. So if you're a self-learner, and you have to be a self-learner to go into essentials, that you'll be motivated to go and look at certain lessons, hold yourself accountable to doing a lesson a week and actually start implementing. And you don't need coaching and accountability and hand-holding and more, I'd say more detailed lessons. But our lessons in essentials are usually a video, a PDF, and if it needs a spreadsheet of some kind to help you get started, it's all there for you. So if you're interested in learning how to get published, consider going into our essentials, which are our lessons. How many categories do we even have, Lesley? Sales, marketing, 3 marketing sections.
It's your whole back end. I mean, truly, we've got you covered. It's a lot. Go step by step. Pick out the areas you need first. And if this is something that you're struggling with, we've got amazing resources. I also want to mention, I'm sure there's designers going like, well, that's great. I can't afford a professional stylist or photographer yet. Like, thanks for nothing.
Yeah.
We have an amazing smartphone photography training from Linda Holt in Essentials. Listen, if that's the level you're at, go learn how to use your smartphone the best. Take the best pictures you can.
Yes. Yes. Don't feel defeated when you're not at that level yet. That's what we're here for, to help you get those baby steps that get you to where you're looking to go personally. If you're new, you don't have a lot of money, you start with iPhone photography. Then you start raising your rates. You try to get published places, right? It's all a journey, and it's never going to be like a destination. I'm there, I got it. Every entrepreneur I know is always changing, morphing, adjusting based on the environment, their own life, and what they want to do. It changes over the years, right? So, all right, everybody, go check out Quoted, check out featured.com and SOS, and look to see whether this is going to work for you to help you get published, because getting published will give you those street creds you need sometimes to get your confidence up and charge your worth. Anything else?
SEO is search engine optimization. AEO is answer engine optimization. I just wanted to close that loop because I couldn't remember it either.
Oh, interesting. Answer
engine optimization.
Engine optimization.
Basically, it's strategies focused on making website content more discoverable and favored by AI-driven answer engines and generative search features. That's a thing now.
It's a thing. All right. That's why I say it'll never be over. As a business owner, you'll never stop changing, morphing, growing, learning. And that's what we're here for. If we can help you, reach out. Otherwise, click the link. Check out our essential lessons. There's over 100 PDFs, lessons, scripts, everything you need to run an efficient interior design business. It's all there if you need it. So see you soon.
Bye, everyone.